Hey, what's up, Unleashed here today, and in today's video, we're going to talk about a topic which has been bugging me for quite a while now. That is a topic of the Meta Era. More specifically, the name, the Meta Era. So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let us discuss why the Meta Era isn't meta. I firmly believe that the name, the Meta Era, is highly inaccurate to what this era contains, and frankly, is just stupid. Now, there is one person who uses this term a lot. I wonder who that person could be. Alright everyone, calm down. I can already see you all with your pitchforks ready. This video wasn't made to attack Prem or anything, so don't go start hating him on Twitter or anything. You got me? Because I'm 100% sure that he isn't the only person who uses that name. Loads of you all say it as well. We're all guilty here. You bloody hypocrites. So, pause the Prem hate squad. Alright? We all Gucci? Good. Now then, let me just ask you all a question. What is so meta about the Meta Era? In order to answer this question, I think we need to check the definition of meta. And here we have the definition of meta. So, meta, adjective, definition of meta, showing or suggesting an explicit awareness of itself or oneself as a member of its category, cleverly self-referential. To put this definition into English for you all, this basically means self-awareness, breaking the fourth wall. So then, let me ask you all this question again. What is so meta about the Meta Era? Sonic has always had his self-aware moments, but I will admit that they are definitely more apparent in the 2010s, mostly thanks to Boom.
Coming in for a hard landing, Tails. You got me covered?
Roger.
Who's Roger? He's talking to me. Thanks, buddy.
But those fourth wall breaks do not represent the entire era, do they? The answer to that question is no. No, they do not. The things that represented the 2010s were 2D sections, Classic Sonic, Green Hill, Wisps, Roger, Pontaf, and Boom. Whether you hear me saying it or not, you can't argue that those things I just mentioned were the entirety of the 2010s, which links to the point I'm trying to make here. The whole point of creating a name for something is so that you can have a word that is associated with the thing that you're naming, so that it accurately represents it, so it's easy to recall and recognize. And this is why the name, the Meta Era, is not a good name. It doesn't represent the era it is referring to well at all. The Meta Era isn't meta. It is a stupid name. And you know what? I think we need to come up with a more accurate name and start using it a lot, so we can stop the term meta being wrongly spread around the Sonic community. In order for us to come up with a better name, I think we should look back on previous eras of Sonic to see how they were named, and maybe use that to get a suitable name for the 2010s. So, the first era of Sonic is named the Classic Era. This era was from 1991 until 1998. This name is fairly recent due to Classic Sonic being prominent recently, and so people decided to call the Classic Era because it was a period of which Classic Sonic reigned. This is an accurate name, I would say, so let's move on to the next era. The next era of Sonic is known as the Adventure Era, and took place from 1998 until 2005. Now, here is where I think the names of eras start getting a bit confusing. This era didn't fully consist of the adventure games. Heroes was also in there too. Now this era might be called the Adventure Era because it was predominantly adventure, or because it was the era of what people consider to be Adventure Sonic. The next era of Sonic is infamously known as the Dark Era of Sonic the Hedgehog, a time when it seemed Sonic would never stop getting backlash. And this took place from 2005 till 2010. This name is different to the rest of the eras because it doesn't really represent the games all that much. Most of how the period was an all-time low for Sonic. As much as I hate admitting it, this is definitely an accurate name due to the situation at the time. This was a bad time for Sonic and his fans. And that is it for looking back at the names and context behind the previous names of eras. I apologise if it seemed like a Sonic history lesson and bored you a bit, but it had to be done. Something I've noticed about the different eras of Sonic is that they all seem to have one designated voice actor. The classic era was Mute, the adventure era was Ryan, the dark era was Jason, and the falsely named meta era was Roger. Maybe we could use this to rename the meta era to the Roger era. I mean, the 2010s had Roger as a voice actor, so that wouldn't be an inaccurate name, right? Oh wait, we had Ben Schwartz for the Sonic movie. Right, so that's one name crossed off the list. I mean, if we're going to rename the meta era, we need to be as accurate as possible so that we don't need it to be changed again. No point in changing a bad name to another bad name, because that'd be stupid. And I try to avoid being that. Sometimes. My next pitch for renaming the meta era is the Pontaff era. Once again, this wouldn't be an inaccurate name since Pontaff were the writers during this period. Actually, that's a damn lie. They didn't write the Boom games. It was someone else. Well, that's another name to scratch off the list. My final proposition is to rename the meta era to the Wisp era. I personally think that this is the best name out of the three, since this era started with the Wisps in colours, and the Wisps are somehow still around to this day. I considered calling this the Green Hill era, but this era didn't start with Green Hill. Colours had original environments, and a lot of games during this era didn't have Green Hill, or had original environments alongside Green Hill and Chemical Plant. I honestly don't see a problem with the Wisp era, since every mainline Sonic game had them. Well, all except Boom, but that's a spin-off, right? So it shouldn't matter. It does matter, doesn't it? God damn it, man! And we sat here for an eternity thinking of a new name for this era. It's literally impossible. Maybe we should just keep with the meta era after all. No. I need to think of a new name for this era. It has to be done. The terrible era? What about that? No. There were some good games in the 2010s. The mid era? No. Sonic Twitter will end up cancelling me for that. There's got to be some name that is accurate that I haven't thought of yet. What else is the quality of the 2010s? Think, Unleash! Think! Well, the Pontaff era won't work since they didn't write Boom, but they wrote stories that were more catered to kids. The kid-friendly era. No, Sonic has always been kid-friendly. We need something that's similar that means only for kids. Actually, wait! I've got it! Drumroll, please. We should rename the meta era to the Childish era. This is a perfect name. This whole era consists of childish writing. There are no exceptions to this rule. Colors, Generations, Lost World, Boom, Forces, TSR, all of them. I have finally done it. It is time to start a revolution. It is time to rename the meta era to the Childish era. So everyone, if you could please just spread the name the Childish era around, get rid of the meta era. It is now the Childish era, says Unleash. Anyways, that just about wraps it for today's video. So clearly you can see that I'm struggling to keep up with the name here. Well, I think the Childish era is accurate. I don't know, something about it just doesn't seem right with me. Maybe you guys can come up with a better name that's accurate. Accurate. We want accuracy here. Remember that, that's the most important thing. So if you guys think you have a better name than the Childish era or the Wisp era, then let me know down below. I want to see what you guys think about this, and who knows, maybe we will start a revolution to get rid of the meta era once and for all. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, especially the last one, and hope to see you next time. Peace. Peace!